my celly, he's the coolest person ever, but bro got the top bunk. Tell me why every time this nigga moved out the bunk, the nigga would smack his head on the fucking ceiling or some shit, bro. He just, boom. Bro, my fault, bro. Give me a topic. I'm only gonna be live for like 5 more minutes.
You gotta tell them the story. You gotta give them that story time.
Oh, y'all want a story time? It was some bullshit. Alright, so I had a story time for Ali. So bomb. This was the day before yesterday. Monday? Today Wednesday. This was the day before. Yeah, that was the day before yesterday. It feel longer than what it really was.
Yeah, no, for real. I felt like it was a while ago.
Nah, facts. But Monday I ain't go live because so bomb. I went to Sushi Mas. Alright, before that, my little sister works at Sushi Mas. She did work at Sushi Mas. So
thumbnail the food and you can.
the thumbnail the food in you. I might not get any food. Good though. You want game? Just press the thumbnail. Real. But yesterday, or it was not yesterday, on Monday. Alright, forget what I was saying. Back to what I was at the beginning. My little sister worked to Sushi Mas. Like I said, worked. She doesn't work there anymore. But she worked to Sushi Mas. And she has a manager, Mr. Michael. Don't put no Mr. before his shit. I was being respectful, but I given his ass too much respect. He was basically being an asshole to my little sister, my baby sister, my youngest sister. She's 16. She's never been in a workplace environment or anything like that. So whenever I was told about what he did or the way he approached it and stuff like that, he was very disrespectful. I don't like that. So whenever I heard that, the Griffin came scoop and we went to Sushi Mas. So I didn't go on anything violent, no aggression. I barely raised my voice. Like we was talking like how we are now, damn near. No, I was talking a little louder, a little bit more aggressive. But basically we was talking uno to uno. The people in the back kept talking about some we was talking about something, I don't know. I kept like, bro, I'm not talking to you. Then I focused my attention back on Michael. But I go to Sushi Mas, I go talk to my little sister's manager because he did some flaw stuff. He fired my sister and stuff behind some bullshit. He was being very disrespectful. So I go talk to him and stuff. He looked like he was finna cry. He didn't want to talk to me for real. And they trespassed me and shit like that. So I told him, like, call the cops. Trespassed me, but we're still gonna talk. That's not gonna stop me from talking to you right now. So we talk and shit. They call the cops on me. I leave. I told him to have a good day after we talk, just so he could hear my side, hear my point, see that he not gonna do that shit again, or he can do that shit again. But I'm coming back on some worse shit, and we're not gonna be talking next time. So I leave. I hop in the car with Griffin. I got a little video in my pocket. I might put that in Discord.
So they want you banned from the property. That's completely up to them. I just need the ID, bro. What size is that? Y'all have no stuff for this week?
Yes, sir.
Just chilling? I feel it?
Yes, sir. Until then.
So it was your sister that got?
Yeah, it's my little sister. She had a video in my pocket before my phone overheated, and it was the cop pulled up because they said they was gonna trespass me. I was expecting to get trespassed, which I did. I can't never pull up to Sushi myself again. But
damn, that was a permanent one?
Yeah, I'm cooked.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm cooked. I can't go to Sushi Monster, but fuck Sushi Monster and their food and that bitch ass nigga Mike. But the cop pull up. He asked for first he asked what happened. I explained what happened and stuff like that. Then he asked for my ID.
Ha ha ha.
And I give it to him. I give it to the cop. He like, 1 second, I'll be back. Like 5 minutes in, me and Griffin like, bro, this shit taking too long. This shit taking way too long, bro. Yeah, and then eventually, like, he come back. We see another cop come, and we knew what time it was. For real, we knew what time it was. So he like, I'm gonna need you to step out. And after that, I knew what time it was. So they said I got a warrant or some shit. The whole time the warrant was, but 2 years ago, some shit I already paid for. And they basically arrested me on some shit. I go to jail, all that shit. Griffin, the only nigga that picked up the phone whenever I wrote my 4 numbers down. My mama picked up, but she didn't know how to work that shit, I ain't lying. My mama picked up, she just panics too much. She's too, like, I don't know. She don't know how to work that shit. But Griffin came in class, Griffin bonded me out. Fucking, he spent all day, like when he got off work. I called him yesterday, that was yesterday. I called you yesterday before you got off?
Ah, Griffin the homie.
Nigga is the homie, bro, he more than a homie. That's twin. But I called him yesterday at like 1:50 something, like right before. I thought he got off for 3. But the whole time he said he got off for 2. And he was like, he about to do that. He about to come try to get me right. And within a few hours, he got me right. But that same day, right before that, I go see the judge because they didn't let me bond out the night before because my bond was hella low. But they said I had a outstanding warrant somewhere else, and I was gonna have to sit there to the 27th till I could see the judge and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get anything.
Oh, you're not getting anything?
Nah, I'm not gonna get anything.
I can switch that out for the grits.
Yeah, I think for our waffle and breakfast side, waffle and breakfast side, you can swap it out some grits, right?
I can swap it out for grits. Can I get the blueberry waffle and some grits?
Yeah, I got you. I'm not gonna charge you
Being in here making nigga, bro, I just ate so much, bro, I'm gonna be shitty if I eat some more. But
I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to eat all this.
that's how that shit be. But what was I? Oh yeah, I go to court, I see the judge. The judge like, you have an outstanding warrant and do something, so we just gonna have to hold you to your court date. So even though you got a cash bond, we not gonna be able to release you on the cash bond. I'm like, bro, ain't this about a bitch? Like, one day just turned into a month, just like that. And behind some shit I already paid for, like I already dealt with that. And I end up going, the officer there, she's like, I'm gonna check on it for you. She's like, what happened? Like, why do you have that? And I was like, I told her that I paid for it. On the ticket, it literally says if you pay the fine, you don't have to go to court. So that's exactly what I did. What am I going to court for?
Those my tickets I paid for, I never had to go to.
Like, exactly. So I made sure I paid my ticket so I didn't have to go to court. But I got it paid for. I have the receipt, and they still arrested me on that. But the lady checked that for me. She had ended up checking the receipt, or she ended up calling, do something for me. I didn't think she was serious, because a lot of guards in there, they just be telling you what you want to hear, but they don't really give a fuck. So I go back to my cell, my shit on lockdown. I go lay my ass down, try to go to sleep. Then she come to my shit like about like 4 or 5 hours later or something like that. And she was like, I got it done for you. Just make sure you handle this. Like, show me your receipt. And she give me a paper, like the bond, because Griffin can't pay the bond. And I'm like, damn. Like, so I'm finna get let go today. 2 hours passed. Them niggas still ain't let me go. I'm like, oh, they just pump fake me, bro. They just finessing me. But I went back to sleep, or I went go lay back down. They brought the food, then they was like, they said my last name. She said, pack your shit. Bro, bro, you know how fast I packed my shit, bro? You know how fast I grabbed my mat, got the fuck up out of there? But everybody in that pod was cool. That was the coolest spot I've ever been in. But nigga, don't nobody want to be in a pod at all. Like, there's nothing to do in there. The TV this big. Can't see shit.
This is stream about today, man.
It's story time. Yeah. On some shit. About some bullshit. Hell yeah. But TV's this big. I kept taking a
No get in trouble, Cam. Stay away from that and keep your head in the right place.
Real. But everything happens for a reason. I wasn't trying to get into that. That's why I didn't do anything in Tsushima until Michael. If I knew I was going to jail, I would have went for a reason. Like, I was gonna fuck over Michael ass before I went. To be honest, I was gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah. But whole time, Griffin came in clutch. Fucking, a nigga ended up getting out, bro. Whenever they released me or told me to get my mat, it was 4 o'clock. I didn't walk out that bitch till like 6, 7, like late as hell.
Yeah, it was late as fuck when I came out.
Bro, like, yeah, it was late as fuck, bro. But when I seen this nigga come, bro, I was geeking, bro. We drive like a minute down the street. I hopped out, tapped the black. Yeah, bro, we buzzed the left, bro. And I was like, bro, I want to smoke the black. But that was the best black I ever hit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit had me floating, real for real. Shit had me floating bad. This shit was not fun. It was just, it's just a stress box. It's nothing you wanna deal with. Nobody should go there. You shouldn't go there either. Stay your ass out of trouble too, for real. Marcelli funny as shit, I ain't gonna lie. Bro is a military vet or some shit like that. Bro is a military vet and he been through all type of shit. Like, he was in it for like 6 years. But once he left, he ended up start doing some other stuff to where his life just got fucked up. They don't be caring for the vets like that when it comes to real life. They just be letting them on the side of the road to drop for real. So bro was fucked up and he wasn't getting no help for real. Bro was in solitary confinement before I went in there. Then I went in there, bro. He's the coolest person ever. He like, bro, you want the top bunk, bottom bunk? I'm like, bro, let me get the bottom because I want to put the sheet over so whenever I want to go to sleep, it's dark because the lights don't turn off for a certain time and I just be wanting to sleep. So he let me get the bottom bunk, bro. Tell me why every time
Anything else, man? You're good? How
Nah.
Hey, chat.
Yeah, look like Kenny. Look like Kenny.
Let me show him something.
I'm gonna flip it, but. Hey, you know what time it is? But Sally.
Yeah, that light, that's the real pen knowledge, ha ha ha.
Yeah, that light, that's real pen knowledge. Real. But my Sally, he's the coolest person ever. But bro got the top bunk. And tell me why every time this nigga moved out the bunk, the nigga would smack his head on the fucking ceiling or some shit, bro. He just boom, bro. My fault, bro. He did that shit like 5 times back to back to back, and it's like, damn, bro, what the fuck? That shit ass. He too tall to even be on the top bunk. He gave me that shit anyway, bro. I would be dead asleep probably for like 2 hours straight. I just hear dum, a nigga smacking his head on the top of the bunk. Then he telling me my bad, like he did some, like I did some shit, like he did some shit to me. Whole time like he just smacking the shit out of his head and shit like that, bro. He should not have been on the top bunk. I started feeling bad. I took the top bunk from him, or I took the bottom bunk from him. But he was sleeping on the floor. He would go from the top bunk to the floor to like, bro, it's hot in here. Like, he would start tweaking. But we was on lockdown because we had roll call at like 4 in the morning and he didn't get up, bro. His ass ain't get up, and that shit was ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. But he's still cool, real. I fuck with bro. We was talking about guns for real the whole time, cause he know ball when it comes to that. You know ball. He was in the military. I told him I want a P90. He was like, yeah, exactly, bro. Real talk. Nah, exactly, real talk. I was like, bro, I'm never gonna get to shoot no automatic. Like, I asked him if you shot a FRT trigger, and he was like, no, nigga, I shoot automatics. I don't shoot that shit. I'm like, this you lucky? Nigga, you're lucky for real. Shit fire. But yeah, it was just a bunch of, that shit was like a little ass movie, fast as hell. I went from thinking I was gonna be in that bitch to the 27th, bro. Today only like the 5th, 6th. Like, we ain't no time in. Yeah, like, nigga was about to be in that bitch for like 20 days. Y'all was gonna be like, what Cam at? What time? I was gonna be able to tell y'all ass. But everything happened for a reason. It happened out too perfect in my favor. To that officer that let me, like, that really, with her cute, man, I ain't gonna say that. But to that officer who was really looking out for me, I appreciate that. That's love. Cause she knows she ain't have to do that. All the other inmates before me was tweaking. Like, they was like, wouldn't shut. They was just mad and tweaking over their situation. But I couldn't really be mad and tweaking over my situation, but I wasn't, because there's nothing I could have did. That shit was gonna make it worse. And they didn't realize that, I guess. It is what it is. I'm here at the Waffle House right now. And I gotta be grateful. For real. But yeah.
Control your emotions is good.
That's all you can do. That shit is stress box. I ain't gonna lie, while we was on lockdown, I started tweaking a little bit. Like, nigga was at the door shaking that bitch, bro. I was at the door shaking the fuck out that shit. Cause everybody outside this bitch having fun and we just in the cell. Like, in the cell, watching their ass. They're not having fun, but they getting to talk to each other, interact and shit like that, and we just on fucking lockdown, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Dude above me smacking his head on the bed, bro. Bro got CTE or something, bro. You know how much he hit and shit. Like, that, it wasn't no little ass thunder. Like, that shit sounded like somebody was hitting the fucking, one of them big ass drums. Like, it would ring after him too. He talking about my bad, bro. Like, bro, stop telling me that, bro. Just look out for yourself, bro. You fucking yourself up. You want to switch, you can switch, bro. I know that shit hurt. It sound like it hurt. You over there tweaking.
That is how I slap you head.
You can't touch me. You can't touch me. Head movement too nice, I'm undefeated.
Better know what you're doing when you're going on that mission. I know professional shooters and I get them niggas pissed. But for that drill, they walk down. My young niggas most so sick. I try to teach this bitch a lesson. That little bitches wouldn't rinse. I tired of lectures. Now I'm sending all these hoes to the tent. I put my city on loose swag. Little bitch, check out my invention. When BR niggas get a bag, we heading straight to the dick. I'ma put some diamonds in my dick. Reach for my jewelry, I leave you crimson.